It's Week 13 of the National Football League. And we'll get a look here at Trey Lance. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Cowboys and the Giants. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
And he's coming off an injury-shortened season where he played in 6 games, going 1-5 over that span, with just 3 total touchdowns on the year. But the Giants have a lot of confidence in him. They didn't draft a quarterback this year, and they're looking for him to bounce back and prove that last year was an anomaly.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Completes it to Aguilar. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Throwing, Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Now Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The Cowboys at 9-2 to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
35 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
From the 36, Jones.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here we go.
These two teams all tied after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Once again, he finds Slayton.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones under pressure. They got him again.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think
that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. Lance going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Lance again. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. Lance looking to throw it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 36 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Lance. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Lance. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And fighting down inside the 25. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's Jones. Throwing to start the drive. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Man open is Robinson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Half 18, half 18.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Back to throw again.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Okay, here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. It's caught by... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Escapes the sack. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Off of play action, here's Lance.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Joseph Osai there on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's Lance to throw it.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
On play action, Lance.
Throw complete right side to Cooks.
Well, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here's a give up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lion.
Throwing now is Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the point after.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A give up the middle to Singletary.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Into space at the 45. Down the sideline he goes.
And down to the 28-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
And Robinson, the motion man right.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Throwing Jones. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Singletary.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Singletary again, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Singletary, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Now Lance. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
To throw, it's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And New York set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable now for Allen. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And that's Elliott, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Track at 60. Buffalo 18.
Here's Lance. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Lance back to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 9. A minute 25 to play.
Here's Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Here we go, hey.
Now Jones. This is Robinson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Jones connecting with Aguilar. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Okay, here we go.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
This is caught by Robinson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Now Lance.
On the move to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Drake London.
26 yards.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And they can't connect, incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the second quarter, barring a penalty. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got Johnson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.